Welcome to Infinite Universe with new interesting episode. High up in the mountains of central China, where the forests are thick and filled with mist, lives a rare and beautiful creature that can only be found in this part of the world. This is the golden snub-nosed monkey, an animal that calls these chilly, forested mountain regions its home. It's one of China's most special animals, not just because of how it looks, but also because of how rare it is. When it comes to primates, the variety is so wide and unusual that you might think some of them are straight out of a science fiction movie. Some are so tiny you could fit one in your pocket, like the pygmy marmoset. Others are more bizarre, like the crested black macaque, whose reddish eyes can be unsettling, almost like something from a horror film. People even joke that if you have $3,000 and a strong desire, you could buy a monkey instead of a dog or cat. But monkeys are not pets, they are wild animals with complex needs and behaviors. Now imagine encountering a primate so strange-looking it can send a chill down your spine. That's the bald wakari. This monkey, mostly found in the rainforests of Brazil and Peru, has a completely bald head and a bright red face. This redness isn't just for looks, it's a health indicator. If the monkey's face turns pale, it might be sick or even have malaria. These monkeys live in forests that flood during rainy seasons, so they've adapted by living in trees. When the water goes down in the dry season, they come down to the ground to search for food like seeds and fruits. They live in large groups, sometimes with over 50 monkeys together. Their reproduction is slow, with females giving birth only once every 2 years, and sadly, because of hunting and the destruction of their habitat, they are now at risk of disappearing forever. Another monkey that's impossible to ignore is the proboscis monkey, known for its massive, long nose. The nose might look funny, but it actually helps with communication and attracting a mate. Male monkeys with bigger noses are often more successful in becoming the leaders of their groups. These monkeys live mostly in trees but are also great swimmers, something quite rare for primates. They stay close to rivers and often dive and swim across large bodies of water. They can even swim underwater for up to 20 meters. Then there's the Tonkin snub-nosed monkey from Vietnam. This monkey is so rare and so unusual looking that it was once believed to be extinct. Its nose is short and flat, giving it a very different face from other monkeys. It also has thick lips that look like someone gave it a makeover. The adult monkeys are mostly black and white, while the young ones are gray. Their population is critically low, fewer than 250 individuals are left in the wild, making it one of the rarest monkeys on the planet. High in the forests of Asia lives another tough species, the Tibetan macaque. These monkeys are known for their strict social order. Female monkeys stay with the group they were born into for their entire lives, while males leave when they grow up. The strongest male becomes the group leader and gets first pick when it comes to food and mates. But as he gets older, younger males challenge him, often leading to fierce fights. These monkeys live mostly on the ground and eat a wide range of foods like fruits, leaves, roots, and even insects. They are currently facing danger from hunting and habitat destruction. Some monkeys don't just stand out because of their behavior, but also because of how colorful they are. One of the most striking is the red-shanked duke. These monkeys look like they're wearing red leggings, with black fur on the rest of their legs. Their faces are golden with white hairs that frame their eyes, giving them a unique beauty. They live in trees and only come down occasionally to gather fallen fruit. These social animals form groups of up to 50, but they are also facing extinction due to deforestation and illegal wildlife trade. In South America, you'll find the white-faced saki, a monkey that looks like it's wearing a mask. Males have a white face and black fur, while females have more muted colors. These monkeys live in the lower parts of the forest and are very shy. They form close bonds with one mate and often stay together for life. They rely on sharp eyesight and quick movements to avoid predators like eagles and large snakes. Then there's the eye, one of the most mysterious animals in the world. Found only in Madagascar, the eye is a night animal that looks very eerie with its big eyes, dark fur, and especially its long middle finger. It uses this finger to find bugs hiding inside trees. Sadly, the eye is hunted in Madagascar because of old superstitions. Many local people believe that seeing an eye brings bad luck or even death, so they often kill them on sight. These superstitions, along with the destruction of forests, are pushing the species closer to extinction. Another unusual primate is the Patter's monkey, which is one of the fastest monkeys in the world. It can run at speeds of up to 55 kilometers per hour. These monkeys live in large groups in parts of Africa and are known for their reddish fur and long whiskers. Most of the time, the group is led by one adult male, but during breeding season, other males may join. When young males grow up, they leave to join groups of other males. While they mostly eat fruits and insects, they're also brave enough to defend themselves from predators like jackals. The tarsier is another primate that seems more like a character from a cartoon than a real animal. Found in places like the Philippines, Indonesia, and Malaysia, the tarsier is tiny but has huge, round eyes that make it look permanently surprised. Its eyes are so big that each one weighs almost as much as its brain. Tarsiers can turn their heads all the way around, just like owls. They have long fingers, which help them grip branches, and they sleep, hunt, and live in the trees. Because they are so small, they are at risk from many predators, but their ability to hide in thick vegetation helps keep them safe. Another forest-dwelling monkey is de Brazza's monkey, often called the swamp monkey. It lives near rivers and swampy areas in Central Africa. This monkey is known for its unique appearance, a white beard and a speckled grey coat. It stays close to water and is rarely found far from a source of drinking water. It was named after a French explorer and is one of the most easily recognized monkeys in its region. A monkey with a bright orange patch on its forehead and a long black tail stands out in the animal kingdom. The tail isn't just for looks, it helps the monkey keep its balance more than it helps with climbing. Both male and female monkeys have cheek pouches, which they use to store food while they search for more. One of the most eye-catching features in males is their bright blue scrotum. For females, their private area is red, and their nipples are clearly visible. The bright blue color of the male's scrotum isn't just for attracting a mate, it also shows their place in the group's social ranking. These monkeys have to watch out for several predators like humans, leopards, chimpanzees, and pythons. When danger is near, they have a unique way of hiding. They curl up tightly against a tree and stay still, hiding their bright orange forehead and the white stripes on their legs, hoping the threat passes without noticing them. The emperor tamarin is a small monkey that looks like it just came from a barber's chair. This monkey has a long white mustache that makes it look like an old emperor, which is why it was named after the German Emperor Wilhelm II, who also had fancy facial hair. Its fur is mostly grey with a touch of yellow on the chest, while its narrow hands and feet are black, and its tail is brown. Unlike many other monkeys, it has sharp canine teeth and claws instead of nails. These tamarins live in groups, usually between 2 to 18 monkeys. Most of the time, only one female in the group is allowed to have babies. They live in the thick forests near the Amazon River in parts of Peru, Brazil, and Bolivia. They are found in both lowland and hilly forests. Emperor tamarins play a big role in their environment by spreading seeds, which helps plants grow. Their diet is varied. They eat fruits, flowers, nectar, small insects, frogs, spiders, bird eggs, and even small snakes. They usually eat fruit first thing in the morning to get the energy they need for the day. The seeds from the fruit they eat pass through their system and get dropped elsewhere, helping new trees grow and keeping the forest alive. The golden-headed lion tamarin is another small monkey from Brazil. These monkeys live in the forests near the Atlantic Ocean, especially in an area called Bahia. Because forests are being cut down so much, they now live in just a small part of their original habitat. They stay high up in tall evergreen trees and live in groups of 2 to 11 monkeys, usually about 4 to 7. They communicate by leaving scents behind, rubbing special glands from their throat and lower bodies on the trees and branches. These monkeys are important for the environment because they help spread seeds around the forest. They eat many different things: fruits, flowers, nectar, insects, frogs, spiders, snails, bird eggs, and small snakes. They usually eat fruit early in the morning because the natural sugar gives them quick energy for the day. Some of the seeds in the fruit they eat are not digested, so when they poop, those seeds land in new spots and grow into plants, which helps the forest stay healthy. The Japanese macaque, also known as the snow monkey, lives in Japan and is famous for surviving in snowy places. These monkeys live on islands like Kyushu, Shikoku, and honshu. They've become well known for enjoying hot springs during the winter months. When it gets really cold, they sit in the warm water to stay comfortable. But they don't just sit around, they also like to play in the snow. Some have even been seen making and throwing snowballs for fun. During mating season, a male and female will stay together for about 16 days. They eat, rest, and travel together. These monkeys make a special sound called a coo while moving or feeding, which helps keep their group close and build stronger friendships among the females. They eat a variety of foods like insects, bark, plants, fruits, and seeds, depending on what's available. The pygmy marmoset is one of the tiniest monkeys in the world. This tiny creature can easily fit in the palm of your hand and weighs just about as much as a stick of butter. They live in the rainforests of countries like Brazil, Colombia, Ecuador, Peru, and Bolivia. Even though they're very small, they have long tails that help them keep their balance as they move through the trees. Their fur is usually a mix of orange and brown, which helps them blend into their surroundings. But they still have to be careful. Predators like cats, snakes, hawks, and eagles can easily spot and catch them. Pygmy marmosets mainly eat tree gum. They use their special teeth to bite holes in trees and vines so that the gum starts flowing. Sadly, they are listed as vulnerable because of threats like habitat destruction and people capturing them to sell as pets. The golden langur is a beautiful monkey with golden fur and a black face. It lives in the forests of western Assam in India and in the mountains of Bhutan. People in the Himalayas often consider this monkey sacred. An image of one golden langur recently went viral because of how human its eyes looked, probably due to the white part of the eyes, a feature usually seen in humans and great apes. Its fur changes color with the seasons, lighter in the summer and darker in the winter. These monkeys eat fruits, leaves, seeds, flower buds, and flowers. They usually live in groups of 4 to 8 monkeys, though some larger groups have had more than 20 members, including several females and a few males. Even though they're beautiful and culturally important, golden langurs are endangered. Over the past 30 years, their population has dropped by more than 30% and could decrease even more in the future. The mandrill is one of the largest and most colorful monkeys in the world. Males are known for their bold colors, bright blue and red faces and colorful bottoms, while females have duller colors. As they grow older, the males' colors become even more vibrant, which helps them stand out in the thick forests where they live. These colors are also important for social interactions and showing strength. Mandrills live in the forests of Central Africa and are active during the day. They walk around on the ground in search of food and sleep in different trees each night. They are very social and live in supergroups that can have hundreds of members, sometimes up to 800. They eat a mix of plants and animals, fruits, seeds, leaves, flowers, insects, and other small animals. Despite their size, they have predators like leopards, African rock pythons, crowned eagles, and even chimpanzees. Leopards hunt both male and female mandrills, but eagles usually only go after the young ones. The cockerel sifaka is a type of lemur found in Madagascar. Unlike many animals, the females are the ones in charge. Named after French expert Charles Coquerel, this lemur has mostly white fur with dark patches on its arms, chest, and thighs. Its hands and feet are black, and its eyes are a striking yellow or orange. It lives in the dry forests surrounded by mangroves in northwestern Madagascar. It eats leaves, bark, flowers, fruit, and even dead wood. During the dry season, it mostly eats mature leaves and buds. These lemurs live in groups of 3 to 10 monkeys, and the females are always dominant. When a female wants food from a certain area, the males wait their turn. If they don't, the female might hit or bite them. They move by jumping from tree to tree and use their voices, body movements, and smells to communicate. The crested black macaque is a striking monkey with a somewhat scary appearance. With reddish eyes and a serious face, its gaze can feel intense. It lives only in certain parts of the Indonesian islands. It spends most of its time on the ground, though it climbs trees for food. Sadly, this monkey has lost much of its habitat and has been hunted heavily by humans. In just 30 years, its population dropped by 90%. Most of its diet is made up of fruit, but it also eats seeds, leaves, mushrooms, small birds and their eggs, insects, snails, and frogs. These monkeys live in groups that can have between 5 and 75 members. They are not loyal to just one partner, and both males and females may mate with many others. Because they damage crops, they are often hunted as pests and for bushmeat. Howler monkeys are some of the loudest animals in the forests of Central and South America. Their deep howls can be heard from as far as 3 miles away. They have round snouts that help them find food by smell. Their fur can be red, brown, or black, and they usually have thick beards. These monkeys live in groups of 15 to 20. Although they are social, they rarely fight physically. If fights do happen, they can be serious but short. Howler monkeys mostly eat leaves from the tops of trees, but they also eat buds, fruits, nuts, and flowers. They move carefully through the trees using all 4 limbs and their strong tails to hold onto branches. Spider monkeys are graceful and fast-moving animals that swing through the treetops with amazing skill. Found in Central and South America, they have very long arms and a tail that works almost like an extra hand. This is why they're called spider monkeys. They seem to have extra limbs. They live high in the trees and mostly eat fruits, though they also eat leaves, flowers, and insects when needed. They can survive by eating just 1 or 2 types of fruit or nuts for long periods. In their groups, the lead female usually finds food for everyone. When it's time to mate, a female chooses a male by sniffing around to see who is ready. These monkeys don't always stay in large groups. Instead, they live in loose communities with around 15 to 40 members. Thanks for watching. Keep it and stay tuned. Like and subscribe our channel. Have a good day.